So stay with us now, and treat and come now. You said the new City and now fancy my Champions League in the but I think this is a repeat of or this week and Kasana Benya a repeat of what we saw in 2013. The Classica versus El Clasico in the UEFA Champions League. The entire maker said the Classica versus El Clasico in the Champions League is in 2013 in the UEFA Champions League final between Dortmund and Bayern Munich for the Classica. In the semi-final, Emir say Dortmund Borussia Dortmund in the semi-final of the Champions League in 2013. Anna Barcelona so Bayern Munich in the 2013 semi-final of the UEFA Champions League. This time around in 2024, we are going to have another week where we have the Classica versus El Clasico. Abra Real Madrid Bodietia Borussia Dortmund and then na nyame adomo china yenya Barcelona or Bodietia Bayern Munich. Now afenimi anu nyina sia in 2013 we saw whatever that happened between the two sides. But share Real Madrid any Borussia Dortmund game no which ene na Barcelona. Obe Nuri Sahin who has been in the shoes of both clubs. Now we see a kind of Real Madrid, we see a kind of Borussia Dortmund. Let's not forget say in 2013 Abrana Borussia Dortmund eliminating Real Madrid in the UEFA Champions League final in 2013. Nuri Sahin was part of the team for Borussia Dortmund. 4-1 no more in the first leg. Nuri Sahin ambo one starting game no of free bench nearby. The return leg Krampombe Lusu by 2 goals to there was Nuri Sahin. So Nuri Sahin has overseen a Borussia Dortmund scoring Real Madrid as a player. Abraham Mudi Remu in the UEFA Champions League final akwakobo. Then Ome movie the free Air Dortmund abe Pimo Madrid. Where your man said down pick yan farmer no. Amana farmer drum pempe so also timidi dutu. So he has that particular love story in that aspect. The atosumi no. How often do you even see Turkish coaches come to the limelight, deliver at such an expense, not to even talk about the UEFA Champions League? Or a player will be a Turkish at some point. I know maybe a biomu players so no but as a coach, he is yet to come in and deliver at this rate. In the Champions League this season, when the record or the banana as a record that when you're in the Champions League this season, 2 games 6 points, was set 10 goals, I consider 1. Almost a Celtic by 7 goals to 1. And in their first game, they won by 3 goals to 0. It is also the record now is actually topping the UEFA Champions League table now. It puts him in a pole position to face this test as a big test against Carlo Ancelotti and a team or a city he loves so much. It has said Omobeye DSC 2013 IBM and I said DNA beti me akoso. Afenimi anu nyina comes into this particular game coming forward say obi abeti me establishing itself because Real Madrid there unya hye na we don't want to be say a Champions League are ready to qualify. Real Madrid so ehia say wo so share Dortmund because there are doubts amanfo raising about their level of quality or more than in the Champions League this season. We know say Real Madrid always have a bad start. But at the end of the day, you come obi ati ase na say. Last season, Abraham Yanim said Real Madrid they all bastard or Champions League. Last season they started so well in the Champions League group stage. And on the core Real Madrid signs somebody the Champions League did not start in the middle of the competition. It started right from the group stage. Obekaya and no muko jina ball passes baby against Celtic. Amuko preto net obi aka say we there. We have Real Madrid team omudi bobo any ball omudi ato for Musi akanbo there so ani. So they will need to deliver against Dortmund tonight after that results against Lille. Now, in this conversation, that is when Jude Bellingham comes into the discussion. On say before Ansana Dani Kavaya Lebabe Pradi Akono. Real Madrid and started season here, but Omu Meki Kofa formation be by in the 4-4-2. Where Anya Luka Modric and Jude Bellingham Yinasa Omo ball as the 2 wingers. Then there was Vinicius Jr., then there was Kylian Mbappe. It will check Real Madrid average position against even Villarreal. This is almost by 2 goals to 0. The perfect example of gamer almost ball with the 4-4-2. And almost Luka Modric and Jude Bellingham. So on your screen, you could see that Jude Bellingham was playing as an auxiliary winger or even as a midfielder. Then almost call with the 4-4-2 flat 4-2-2-2, which means Luka Modric and Bellingham are more in the inside as attacking midfielders. It will almost create enough for Real Madrid. And that game, they had a very good balance in that particular midfield. So Cavallero was the one occupying the other wing. Abra Luka Modric, remember the middle of the park, BR. But Cavallero, when Ababeshim and Lucas Vasquez, Obetima is Hedjumanana. So Real Madrid needed to go back again. It almost Constantine Vinicius, Constantine Mbappe, Constantine Rodrigo. It's to Bellingham, a Jumania Yadodo. In Tubaka, there was a certain game even before. And San Omoko for 4-2, he said, Muko and Mua created chances in the Mama Monshe. Now, Obetaki, Obredo, so Beka against Mayoka. In the turn on Okas, as I'm the chair, Vinicius Junior and Mbappe. So Obetaki Obredo. And there is a certain chat about Babia. Bellingham, and the touches, a shooting form. And those angles, and now Bellingham is far away from the penalty box as we saw last season. It told Chaki Baby Bellingham and the shots and the touches in our fancy. On your screen, you would see in the 6 games even in the La Liga. Only say he's far away from the opponent penalty box, and it is really worrying Real Madrid because you need his creativity up front, you need his goal scoring ability up front, and now he has the strength to hold. Bellingham is not your ideal midfielder. Original FIFA idea Tony Cruz or you're more of a career. Whenever he drops deep into the midfield, or Fabona, he maneuvers his way through tight spaces. And Obetimia Komrikabe 10 meters, 20 meters above Ukraina. Obetimia shaggy off any opponent that will come closer to him. So you need Bellingham to come to his best in this game against Dortmund today in order to get a result. Because Dortmund midfielders, Ukraina, they would love to sit back and hit Real Madrid on counter-attack. It will have possible 11 crumple for Borussia Dortmund. Obetias Young said they would love to set up in a more versatile attacking way with the quality that they have in terms of Dortmund or more possible 11 to do what they are supposed to do at the end of the day and get their results. So Julian Brandt, Marcel Sabitzer, Emre Can, Gittins, Malen. So they will go with pace and direct. Abra, Brandt, shifting in Abra joining the midfield to overload. So you need a player like Bellingham to also make sure say and Nobel closer to the penalty box to also help Real Madrid in getting these results. As to how they are going to set up against Borussia Dortmund and then Umreno and Brena Subejina Lucas Vasquez. So, but this is a game I believe is going to be both teams to score. Looking at the quality of Borussia Dortmund and the number of goals they've scored in the Champions League, anytime goal scorer, make up for the Gurasi. Anytime goal scorer for Real Madrid, Meko Ediama A Vinicius Junior. Claire on Monday Eddie free honoma. AC Milan Bruga. AC Milan and a good results in the league in some few games. Now against Udinese, I think that they were very lucky against Udinese, and they needed to do a lot of things to get that particular results. But Tijani Render's red card doesn't reflect it. They have enough quality to get results against Bruga. So Mijitumi say AC Milan ever we need this game. So AC Milan and over 1.5. Anytime goal scorer for AC Milan, Betima Kofavaro Morata. Anytime goal scorer, mo bench Rafael Leao, omo de nebe musike half against Udine. So this is a game I'm to me say Rafael Leao will be fresh and will come in and Betima go. PSG, PSV, both teams to score in that particular game. Anytime goal scorer, Betima ko Ediama Bakola. Anytime goal scorer, so on that particular aspect, no Betima so they call Ediama John Neves in this particular game against PSV. Odi no tone chair quickly. You look at Arsenal and Shakhtar. Arsenal record is no more careful. More move from Champions League and they lack creativity and they will need to get results against Shakhtar. Arsenal playing at home, Champions League. Any game because Arsenal game na same time and Bukayo Saka will need to be fit and their record is not good. How creativity they are going to create, and also no a bit my key. But Arsenal to win in the half against Shakhtar Donetsk.
Wow, me say verse. Fancy, my man starting free Carlo Ancelotti akache, and any games are all bono. Games as on one kasa no start na ni game no or muscle because I was no now when your ma air coswa me sure say married for na kasa en winning who say na say never call you start season no because they felt say they've had one of the hottest commodity in terms of football we are say in Kylian Mbappe and Obaye no all getting into the team na akwa problem and one start in the Champions League and in La Liga so Nyoma ensheda enko yimfa mo amanfo beka say too early but the way ya nyoma AC kono so wan hwe yi a e de asembe bre no Rimare na o coach no place omo emfa ho ni nipa a wo ye they've shown it number of times to say players coaches ultimate J trophy crowd when once obo na nyefe yes they will need to sack you Enti found in your ma why dia ma omo. If you fail to deliver, keep them the level one person or more, they will just let you go. And one who are silent bit me aton. And so the other side and so a hono aye de a ho aye she Barcelona asemna making something that Xavi enya no and we be near to Carlo Ancelotti no. Xavi won the La Liga and they expected say team no ho into 1-2 months when Timmy anya saden and then ye be pamo no ha and we be near to Carlo Ancelotti Xavi crowd here when you had the opportunity to add players and kasa no pay to the squad no into yesake no but what there oje La Liga oje Champions League and no ko danchen team ne wo say Tony Cruz afrim other members injured near ade but your mouth player we as say oh players are not me hot cake he's one of them obe you've not been able to add him to the team now on fire said the name say Kylian Mbappe e be fire so as we speak Madrid for no be thinking and an power story you know Xabi Alonso wo ho and Madrid for no e wo clear case so metim dia in Sisudia say nanu bi a fire former player be aye adwuma ma no he delivered Zidane enti so mo kwa kofa Xabi Alonso amana ba be ye adwuma na enya ade a ebe ye omo ya onimomo system no and with nyama wire with Bayer Leverkusen no they will know say oba obetuma be ye adwuma enso atimi de amomo enti said ye no man si ikono say Carlo Ancelotti started no turning things around one turning things around I won't say 2026 na the contract never na we there but Madrid for no among for only years awo if you fail to deliver at the times I will say some deliver they will sack you and the Champions League they believe that is their bet right regardless what happens with La Liga or anything or mobile they want to win the Champions League this is a Champions League now start now one year now as we speak the new format Madrid are 17th see kase ne ya DCD a run of 16 kwana na stage they only see that it tells you baby omujina so he need to turn things around we lose game back up there but born na Madrid na kase ebo no enye something that omope results no entime mayi and they so start no ye or done in sa Borussia Dortmund for na kire say omo ye inconsistent for game omo boy in the Champions League omo da soro goals or match e ya de ekwe but in the league and how much born they are not consistent. They are coming to a venue the last 7 visits. Omo lose 5 about draw 2. In the new place a favorable anymore. And no resign do omoba. He's not someone at this venue and in the Champions League this stage, you know. Like I say, he's up there, be a bro. So he's going to give Real Madrid a fight to be a bro. So he will definitely come in and want to play. We are not revenge because you can't revenge against Real Madrid. Or the Dortmund want to revenge against Real Madrid. So you will come in and want to do something. Madrid for no don't keep clean sheet. The last 5 games of my boy in the Champions League, Elwo Benabao, they don't keep clean sheet. So definitely Borussia Dortmund will have chance to make me actually go. And no match said this season almost goals per 10 goals no match so far. It tells you what you want. So they'll come in and they want to do something. And nothing necessarily Madrid for no way and a Carlo Ancelotti and way. But you game now you know you see Real Madrid say or make me win in the game. And there's something that ever born because 17 today is not something ever born. And the new format in the way is it here. And yet that now be my band my baby nibi. It's a new things and no I said Danny and much me friend Real Madrid. Arsenal team no ya ball much yache and they've turned a new leaf. Arsenal a team wa tama na Wenger ho no. Yes so me soft and a boy fair and no pia ball no and no mu say and then fat title ma. Say Ateta Boanda Wenger.
Yeah.
And what ban one said this were the things I near can at for Wenger. And what's the sun mum? And now Arsenal go into hard tackles. Or more tackle teams or more tackle. And nobody did the red card. And it's something that will help them. Ya bo much yache. And now Madani. Now Arsenal bo much.
More born a
memum. And it's something that they needed. Show much ho. They show much ho. Say white never bow. Say your friend never book. What Obia and you see say Arsenal member what and they are doing the job and and in this game they need to win the game for Arsenal fans, you know, because this season is a season Arsenal need to win something. And said you move say yes, we make match the Champions League, you know. It's something that one cause no charge for they are one and now London is blue. Moko fire and Moko Champions League now. They need to get the Champions League trophy to make me and started from a ne. And the tactics and everything that Mikel Arteta, you know, it drew time with more than ultimate 10 in your to get the results. And I think that it's very good for him. And then him rant, you know.
Well, Vance, may I say, Mike.
Fancy, may I say, and I want to do this briefly. I better just say, more WhatsApp messages between Amanda Stavely and certain connections involved in the Newcastle Saudi takeover deal. Na a lady to concern and the local UK Parliament on October 29 say Omoba Beshiemua. They will raise this issue at the UK Parliament, Omo House of Commons, or not Omatina say the Hong Kong. Then a decision will be taken. I am saying nothing will happen. BBNC. The usual reaction you get from developments like that. Why am I not Telegraph? The Telegraph in the UK now report said WhatsApp messages between Amanda Stavely or Dasu but only popular say no. Good. Or no, any or more no involved in the Newcastle deal, including reps of Mike Ashley, no Newcastle, reps from the Saudi Crown Prince, Mohammed bin Salman. Now, GDA say, then there is a direct influence from the Crown Prince in the Newcastle deal. And in some more kind of say, the PIF, which is a Saudi investment fund, will be different and distinct from the Crown Prince. And it's a Newcastle near the Saudi investment fund, and yeah, the Crown Prince ni control over the club already. America for here, and they came out with a court ruling. Said the PIF, which is a Saudi investment fund, is a sovereign instrumentality. You can't say, Omaino, Eja Padie. Ebi a hospital, you see hospital, ebi a sumpa. Yes, a sumpa ye a sovereign instrumentality. You classify sumpa say, and ye sike de ye sumpa ne sike de ye sumpa no, e ya ban sika. So as sumpa ne ende no. Now, already classed the Saudi investment fund ye a sovereign instrumentality. No, it means that the in charge of the fund will also be classified as a government official with sovereign immunity, and Okodema Yasser Al-Romahan, or a non-executive chairman of Newcastle. What are the messages and him fan Ediaba Bedrua? Ebina what kind of screen is so Amanda Stavely, an anonymous source bidding commode. They decided not to reveal the identity of a person. And Kobano say, Your Excellency, I have just had a long chat with Norma Bledino. There is no other buyer. The price is as you agreed with them. 305 plus 17.5 million pounds of cash in the club. I think Mike will possibly test today. Mike near Mike Ashley. As sent to Yasser Al-Romahan, the in charge of the fund. Confidentially, he is about to see the Crown Prince. And at the source, I said, just to be clear, it is not my club. I don't and haven't said the price is for Mike. It is perceived a representative of Mike Ashley or Tom Newcastle.
Yes.
And I'm understandably trying to reiterate. If he mentions any change to the agreed price of 305 plus a cash sweep of 17.5, then this deal is over. If you want more money, just sell it to someone else. His Excellency, His Excellency, good, is trying to hang on to the deal and convince the Crown Prince not to pull out. We are all aligned in price. It's up to Mike. It's sick nature say, the choice and you're correct, but your fans are due to the reading. Good. Decide what he wants to do. There's one WhatsApp message. Another one also says that, hi, I know Mike sent a text to Yasser. Could we get an update from you when convenient? Thanks. No, so nothing you don't already know currently, but I will call you before the end of the week so we can keep on the same page. In fact, I was waiting to hear from you in Jerry and Jamie's visit to number 10. What is number 10? The Prime Minister's residence. The popular phrase near number 10 Downing Street. Maybe I want to
say, yeah.
Oh, call number 10. Call the Prime Minister now. I say, yeah. Good. Now back to that WhatsApp message. Oko biwa obodibi room Jerry. Good. Jerry why? Jerry is Lord Brimstone. Lord Brimstone is a former Minister of Investment for the UK. Papa Nedaswi. Entijari no omoko no hono omoko Prime Minister hono. Emun komonie. But the Prime Minister's office, Eba out Beka said they have no involvement or whatsoever in the talks to buy Newcastle. But in komonim ni Amanda Stavely, Ako Prime Minister ho, One Jerry Brimstone and then Jamie Rubin. Rubin brothers any a 10% stake after Newcastle we. So clearly, there was that level of government involvement to ensure, say, Newcastle Boboko ni beto. Na Saudi for ne toa. There were other promises account, and that is how come the Minister of Investment for the UK will want to involve himself in what happens with the Saudi deal and the takeover say be successful. Why? My main shorten no because of time. UK economy no, a social market economy. There's a free market, but it allows for a certain level of government control. And it is also a service sector economy. There's almost a day near they open it up. So for services rendered, it will generate money for the economy. That is how come they see the Premier League as something a booming economy. In fact, in the last 10 years, and even in the last 5 years, the level of investment the Premier League they ram into the UK economy, no fancy about £5 billion.
Woo.
Yep. For even tax wages, no, the Premier League wages as it stands about 6 billion. The UK operate a year pay as you earn tax system, and to do one hour, do one hour tax. So if you are paying wages in excess of 6 billion. It is perceived that the tax will also exceed 3 billion. And this is Barbara Premier League anymore. Government will want to be interested in what happens. This is the legal aspect, and I said the way you better assume the legate reason. The other reasons are the Minister of Investment is seeking investors from Saudi Arabia and direct investment from Saudi Arabia. Now, funded is £305 million in Everton Newcastle club, no. But these are the other promises they gave and they have delivered to the UK government and the UK economy. Number one, trade. Trade between the UK and Saudi Arabia after this sale, it cost £17 billion. Saudi Arabia for Everton Newcastle, no. From 2021 deba, EDBC 2024, trade in Kitanhu two countries no medino. Saudi Arabia they acquire 17 billion pounds. UK they 13 billion pounds. Free trade agreement or mass signing allow for the two countries to share certain things. Investment. Or my a two-way investment policy since 2021. Saudi Arabia direct investment in the UK 15 billion pounds. Again, Saudi or investment fund no or be setting up regional offices across UK, including Ebiwa London, the capital of Britain. Then Ebiwa direct Saudi investment in the northeast, which amounts to 3.5 billion pounds. Newcastle,
Some passports.
Newcastle upon Tyne and where within that borough and now metropolitan area or northeast, Sika Omodia call to develop that area and then also create jobs for people within the northeast region. $3.5 billion. Again, Oma BM ama 52 companies from the UK are setting up regional headquarters in Riyadh, Saudi Arabia, again for investment. Energy and climate there. Education. UK independent universities are now going to set up satellite campuses in Saudi Arabia. Obviously by 2025, I'm going to be 10. If you are a minister of investment, so you're a minister of investment, near presenting proposal way mawa. Obeka says you will not influence. Saudi for the Newcastle.
Now Prime Minister no grab pamo.
So football, I am confirming again. And yet agra emuda hopefe. It is somehow a dirty sport.
Okay.
And the involvement of high political figures will always control certain decisions and you take it.
Whoa, Mike, me that say.